There are names, words spoken only in hushed tones, words that carry the weight of dread of ancient evil. Baal is one of those names, a whisper in the black, a promise of terror. He is not a creature to be trifled with, not a legend to be dismissed. Baal is real. He exists in the spaces between our world and the next, waiting, watching. His hunger knows no bounds. His cruelty is absolute. To speak his name aloud is to invite his gaze, to draw him closer. You have been warned. Baal. The word drips with the weight of centuries, of forgotten empires and blood-soaked altars. His name echoes through the annals of history, a chilling reminder of the dark forces that have shaped our world. He is old, older than mankind. His existence predates the dawn of human civilization, a shadow lurking in the primordial darkness, a primordial entity birthed from chaos. His origins lie buried in the sands of time, shrouded in mystery and legend. Some say he was born from the very first spark of creation, a being of pure malevolence. Some whisper he was once an angel, cast from heaven for his pride, a being of light turned to darkness, his fall from grace a cautionary tale of hubris and ambition. Others claim he rose from the abyss itself, a manifestation of darkness given form, a creature born from the void, embodying the chaos and destruction that lies at the heart of the universe. Whatever his true nature, Baal's power is undeniable. He is a prince of hell, a ruler of the infernal realms commanding legions of demons and spirits, a master of deceit and destruction, a corrupter of souls. His influence can be felt in the darkest corners of the human psyche, whispering temptations and sowing discord. His legend spans cultures and continents. From the scorching deserts of the Middle East to the mist-shrouded forests of Europe, his name has been spoken with fear and reverence for millennia. In ancient texts and folklore, Baal is depicted as a god of storms and fertility, a bringer of both life and death. His worshippers built grand temples and offered sacrifices in his name, hoping to gain his favor or appease his wrath. Even today, his legacy endures, a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human fascination with the unknown. There are many faces to evil. It lurks in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. It can be subtle, a whisper in the dark, or it can be overt, a monstrous figure that haunts your dreams. Many forms it can take, from the creeping dread that chills your spine to the grotesque figures that populate our nightmares. Evil is a shapeshifter, ever-changing, ever-present. But Baal is most often depicted as a grotesque mockery of life. His form is twisted, a perversion of the natural order, a being that defies the very essence of what it means to be alive, a creature of nightmares given flesh. His presence is a blight upon the world, a living embodiment of fear and despair. His eyes burn with an infernal fire. They are not just eyes, but portals to a realm of endless torment and suffering, windows into a soul consumed by malice. They reflect the darkness within, a void that hungers for destruction. His breath is the stench of decay. It is the foul odor of death, a reminder of the inevitable end that awaits all living things, the reek of 1,000 rotting corpses. Around him swarm flies. They are drawn to his corruption, feeding off the decay that he spreads. A buzzing, writhing mass drawn to his corruption. They are his heralds, announcing his presence with their incessant buzzing, a testament to his dominion over death and decay. Wherever he goes, death follows, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. Some say those flies are his eyes, watching, waiting. They see everything, every act of cruelty, every moment of suffering, for the moment he can unleash his full fury upon the world. And when that moment comes, there will be no escape from his wrath. The world will tremble and all will know the true face of evil. Legends whisper of kings driven mad by Baal's whispers, of empires crumbling under the weight of his influence. His power is subtle, insidious. He is the voice in the back of your mind, the one that urges you to give in to your darkest impulses, to embrace the shadows within. He promises power in exchange for your soul, pleasure in exchange for pain. But his gifts are always a double-edged sword. Those who accept his bargain soon find themselves trapped in a web of their own making. Their lives forfeit to his will. Section 5. A Demon's Many Faces. In the annals of dark lore, few entities are as enigmatic and terrifying as Baal. Baal is a master of disguise, a demon whose very essence is deception, a shapeshifter who can assume any form he desires. His transformations are as fluid as the shadows he inhabits. One moment he may appear as a beautiful woman, her allure irresistible, her presence intoxicating. The next, a ferocious beast, a monstrous creature that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest souls. He delights in deception, in playing with his victims like a cat with a mouse, toying with their hopes and dreams, luring them closer with false promises and empty dreams. He leads them down dark paths from which there is no return. But his true form is a horror best left unseen, a visage so terrifying that it defies description. A glimpse is enough to shatter the mind, to leave you babbling and broken, lost in a labyrinth of fear and madness. He is the embodiment of everything mankind fears, a living nightmare that preys on our deepest insecurities, the monster that lurks in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, the darkness that whispers your name, calling you into the abyss where he reigns supreme. Section 6. The Corrupting Influence. Baal's influence is a cancer spreading slowly, silently. Poisoning everything it touches, he thrives on chaos and discord, wars, famines, plagues. These are his tools. He delights in the suffering of mortals, in the unraveling of all that is good and pure. His followers are drawn from the darkest corners of society. Those desperate for power, those willing to sacrifice anything to achieve their desires. They gather in secret, performing unholy rituals designed to summon their master, to unleash him upon an unsuspecting world. You may think yourself safe from his grasp, that the stories are nothing more than folklore, bedtime tales to frighten children. But he is always listening. He can hear your thoughts, your fears, your desires. Every dark impulse that flickers through your mind is a beacon to him. He is the spider at the center of the web, patiently waiting for you to stumble into his grasp. And when he strikes without mercy. No one is immune to his power, not even the most devout believer or the most hardened cynic. The air crackles with anticipation. The scent of blood hangs heavy in the air. A sacrifice has been made. A gateway is opening. Candles flicker around a circle drawn in chalk. Strange symbols adorn the walls. This is no place for the faint of heart. The chanting begins, low and guttural, a plea and a challenge, begging for Baal's attention, daring him to answer their call. The temperature plummets, shadows dance. Something wicked this way comes. We live in a world of shadows and light, of the seen and the unseen. But sometimes the veil between these worlds thins. There are places where the fabric of reality wears thin, where the laws of nature break down. These are the places where Baal holds sway, abandoned buildings, graveyards, places where death has left its mark. These are his hunting grounds. He watches us from the corners of our eyes, a fleeting glimpse in a darkened mirror, always there, always observing. The world is changing, darkness is spreading. The signs are everywhere for those who know how to read them. Whispers of war, rumblings of discontent, a growing sense of unease that permeates every aspect of our lives. He is coming, drawn by the chaos and despair that we have wrought with our own hands. And when he arrives, there will be no stopping him.